sushi today.
Oh, so you're gonna be puking on it?
No,
Bad.
no.
It's gross, dude.
What, dude? It's called gas station sushi, and it's amazing. You look weird. You like pulled your beard back. It's weird.
No, I got 2 masks on, you butt fucker.
You look kind of like a Birdman or something.
I am. Birdman at law. Now go!
All right, we're live. We got Joe Christie of In the Pit. Is it promotions now or photography still, or both?
It's kind of both right now. I'm gonna get it all switched over to promotions. I actually tried to change the name on Facebook. Nothing ever happened. I don't know what happened. I changed it on Instagram. That was cool, and I just haven't really gotten around to really.
Your old school's like
But everybody knows what it is. You know what I mean?
your old persona's like Venom. It's like
Yeah.
you ain't letting go.
Yeah, promotions. It's promotions when I'm doing shows, photography when I'm shooting shows, I guess.
That's what I lobbied for. Is like a duel, you know.
I think the first magnet I ever put on my steel chair that everybody signed at Camp Zool, the first one, was an in the pit photography magnet that got mailed to me when I bought the 6, which every time I record, you guys don't know this, but here's one tip that you don't know, a tidbit you don't know about it. I bought the 6, the first 6, off of Joe Christie right here, and a bunch of other autographed albums when he was selling some stuff. And every time I record, every time we record, this is sitting on top of the stick. Every time.
That's dope.
That's like an omen. It's like, I love these albums, and that's my way of saying, yeah, this is going to get me through. You know, it's like my Bible's sitting here, dude. I really do.
I miss that box set.
Was it the misprint version with the House of Wax?
Yep.
Dope.
And none of it's open. It's all still shit.
It was the first one that they dropped. Like the very first one that they dropped because they had reissues afterward.
Right. Yep. I got one of those as well.
The only
if you notice,
I opened it was because I wanted to see like the booklet because I guess Violent J wrote something in there in the booklet. Other than that, everything else is sealed. The only reason I opened the cellophane was just to see what Violent J wrote in that little booklet thing. So yeah, everything else there was pretty much sealed.
If you notice on the Ringmaster also, that's a misprint. It says for the maggot toes instead of for the maggots.
Yeah. There's that misprint, and there was like another one, like I guess around the box somewhere, something that's spelled wrong, or it's on the sticker, one or the other. But yeah,
right. But if you remember back in the day when Ringmaster came out, there was a misprint version. So I always thought that was like a cheeky nod to that. You know what I mean?
I don't think they thought that far ahead.
No, well, after I realized that's giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, man, you are a connoisseur of things. I mean, I always see you like grabbing PlayStation games that are hard to find, and DVDs. You know, things that are hard to find.
I think he goes back a little bit further than PlayStation, even more. You know, Sega. Didn't I see some Sega games?
Yeah, I've got tons of games throughout the years. I started gaming on Nintendo, you know, Super Mario Brothers and Ninja Turtles and shit like that. And then a lot of them games, I've had them for years. Like, bought them when they came out. Like, a lot of people are asking, "Oh, how much you pay for that?" I'm like, $20. I don't know. Like, oh my god, that's like a $200 game, and I'm just like blown away by the market.
Bro, I got Bucky O'Hare for NES with the booklet. That shit's worth like $300.
Well, I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. They had a GameCube release called Twin Snakes, and like I said, I got it at the store for used for $20. I didn't think shit. I just kept it. It's my favorite video game series. So I just
right.
that thing's like $180 right now. It's just crazy how the price and PS3 games are about to go up. And I'm just glad. I'm trying to stock up on the titles that I like now because I know those are going to rise in stock here soon.
Fuck yeah. Good.
Those discs aren't just going to sit in obscurity somewhere and just go to shit. That there's people out there that care about it because, by God, PS1 through 3 really did it for me. I mean, it got me through some shit, guys. I mean, so did Dreamcast. The shit got me through some shit.
What was your first game on PS1?
Like fucking like girlfriend breaks up with you. At least I got my PlayStation. You know, shit like that.
My first game on PS1 was NFL Game Day '98.
I had Discworld. You ever heard of that?
No.
It was a boost from Monty Python. And you had like a walking treasure chest. I still have it somewhere, but it's beat the fuck. It's called Discworld. It's fucking super dope, dude. It was a Monty Python game. Like, how can you beat that? That and Descent. It was like a robot. And then, of course, Doom. Who didn't have Doom?
Descent was dope. I remember that game. You could fly all the way around inside like tunnels and shit.
Yeah.
Robots.
Did you guys ever link up on PlayStation 1? It was like you could get 2 TVs, 2 PlayStations, and link them together and play death matches in Doom.
Yeah,
I did. So fucking awesome, dude. It was like online before its time, you know?
The multiplayer I done when I was younger was it was mainly revolved around Nintendo 64, because if we played PlayStation, it was only 2 people.
GoldenEye, baby.
It was in 64.
Bro,
like basketball tournaments and Madden tournaments and shit like that, like when I was younger. But
well, if you're ever in for a nostalgic death match, get 2 original PlayStations and link them up and play Doom. Dude, my brother used to beat
too much work. I'll just throw on, the N64 and put in GoldenEye. I think there's just too much work. Getting 2 PlayStations, linking them together. Get the fuck out of here. Just give me some N64, some GoldenEye, and we'll go that route. Lazy gamer, motherfucker. That's too much work. Game.
Not when you were 12 in 99 or whatever. It was 97.
No Mercy was fun at 4-player. You are right. No Mercy was.
Fuck you all up in No Mercy. And I proved it at Astronomical.
So
yeah.
I used to make my own rosters. Fuck, man. I'd spend hours making characters.
Same thing.
Fuck, yeah.
Hell, I still play them. Like I've got a lot of video game systems, but I don't have them all hooked up. A lot of them are like collector pieces that I just put away. The ones that I have hooked up, a N64 is definitely for sure one of those, because I always pick up No Mercy and just fuck around on it if I have nothing.
I had Tekken 1 or Tekken 2 and Tekken 1 because we bought them both at the same time. I don't know why we did, because the one was cheaper. And we also got Twisted Metal, the tall motherfucker, and a game called In the Hunt, which was made by the same people that made Metal Slug. And those were the first 3 games we had for PlayStation that I ever played. And I was Tekken, dude. And
Twisted Metal 2 is what sold me on PlayStation, because I remember my parents told me, hey, Christmas is coming up. There's game systems out. We know you want one. You only get one, so pick one you want. I had a buddy who had a PlayStation. I had a buddy who had an N64. So I went to each of their houses and just gamed, see which one I like better. And, of course, I'm a sucker for Mario and all that shit, but seeing the graphics on PlayStation, they wasn't as cartoony as what N64 was. And, hell, Twisted Metal 2 is what really sold it. And then I stumbled upon Metal Gear Solid, and then after that, it was fucking over with.
And Twisted Metal 2, with those, that was the one with the movies for endings for each person, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was genius, because then you wanted to beat it with every single character. Like, yo, we got to watch them all.
Went around the world, so he was in Paris and shit like that, fucking up the Eiffel Tower, and like, it was dope as shit.
I would say Mr. Grimm was my favorite.
Yeah, Mr. Grimm was my shit too.
Fuck yeah, man. Bro, if you remember back when that came out, when you were driving, the shit on the dash of the car would shift. It was like, it was ahead of its time, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you could switch it to like the hood mode, you know, like where you're driving with the steering wheel, and you could see your gun sliding on the dash.
Yep.
Like, that shit was so fucking awesome. Video games are life, for real. Do you know you can't play Duck Hunt on flat screen TVs? The zapper don't work on a flat screen.
I believe that.
It's bullshit. I tried to school my kids. They're like, it don't even work. I'm like, fuck. I seem like a fat fly.
Games are better on them bulb TVs anyway, you know.
Right. No, I looked it up. You need that concave, reflective to shoot that signal back.
Yep, the ones that, weigh 500 pounds and shit.
Fuck yeah. The ones that are sitting on the side of the road in my hood.
Yeah. Yeah, for free. Still works free. Got
Yeah,
the
yeah. Pick it up.
got the
My
remote.
grandma told me a long time ago. The key to that is put $25 on it. Someone will steal it. She had a couch out there. No one would take it. It was free. She put $20 on it. That shit was gone. It's like fucking crackheads. You guys are always reliable.
Somebody will haul it away for $20. Fuck it.
No, they think it's worth $20, so they steal it. So I see you were kicking it with the Mo. Hell yeah! What show was that?
That was a Tech Nine show. He's here tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I know it was. Which one particular? Where at?
Indianapolis.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep, he's here in Indianapolis, and I actually forgot shit was going on. A homie of mine, Michael Hall, he posted on Facebook he's got a ticket for sale. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
Yeah, I've seen that, Michael. Yeah, shout out to the homie Michael Hall.
I was like, fuck, Tech Nine's here tonight, and I had to Google it, and I was like, oh shit, I was supposed to link up with Rick, and then that's when I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, you here? He's like, yeah, are you here? I'm like, nah, I actually forgot y'all was even in town, but yeah, give me some time when my lady just got off work. Let her get some food in her, and we'll head up there and kick it with you for a little while. So,
fuck yeah,
and hung out with him for about an hour or so, and just hanging out, bullshitting, catching up on shit, and then he had to go to work.
It's like AMB says, man, fresh. Family remains eternal. Stop hating.
Hey, we got like a whole bunch of people in the chat that I ain't said anything about yet. So we got Fats King in there, Dean Von Odd,
Joe Stibes.
Pretzel's been in and out of the chat. We got Amber popped in.
Yo.
Customs. Is that how you say it?
Coachella Customs.
Yeah.
Shout out. Get some stickers.
Yeah, get some stickers from Amber. By God, take care of that girl.
I'm gonna have to hit her up sometime. I've been meaning to reach out to her about some stickers and promotional stuff, but I just haven't.
I got that old school Sonic one still, and the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. That's my
truck. My truck proudly presents the In the Pit photography gold sticker all day, every day, right in New York.
That's dope. That's dope as shit, knowing that my shit is like being promoted like that.
Hey, we try all we can, brother. We try to like I say, I don't follow sports because I don't like NFL because they're billionaires. So I watch college sports. Like they're the ones that fucking work for it the hardest. They'll play with a broke arm. Like, I'm good, coach, put me in. You know? So to me, the underground is like the college league. Like, they're the ones that put the most work in. So I don't want to put my money into the people that are rich. I'll give my money to the fucking people that are hustling.
Oh yeah.
That's how it always should be. I didn't mean to cut off your shout outs to everyone, but yo. Who else did we forget? Did I see Ravage was there, right? Was that Ravage?
No, I don't maybe. But I see we got
Chris Tover, Elfin, yes, sir.
Yes, that is
Bob Cole is a motherfucker. Robin.
I'll tell you, that guy, I gotta hang out with him sometime. I want to watch him and Gooblo blow shit up.
We try, brother. Also, I meant to ask you, Joe. I was there when you got that the ooze canister signed by Kevin Eastman. Mm-hmm. How proudly do you display that at your house? It's got to be under like lock and key.
Nah, well, I got it.
It has one key, you have the other. We'll show you.
I got it in a case. It's like meant to hold a football, but it fits it perfectly. It just put a little tape in there. It's in my front room because my front room's like movie themed and shit like that. So it's a nice little piece in there.
As I recall, there was only 2 or 3, was there not?
I'm not for sure. If I remember correctly, Carnivorous Creations created that. They do a lot of like movie prop, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that's their name. Yeah, I bought it from them because it was just dope. I've never really seen the ooze canister like that.
Nah, me neither, bro. It was fucking dope as fuck. And then when I was there when you showed it to Kevin Eastman, and he signed it. Yeah. And he was like, "Bro, this thing is fun." I believe he asked you if you made it, and you were like, "I didn't." Those guys.
Yeah, it was being sold there.
Dude, it's hella authentic. I love that thing.
Yeah.
You know
After I
what's
got
funny
it like,
is
in the case and everything, I posted it, and he like liked it. Like he saw it and liked it, and I'm like, holy shit, that's dope. He saw my shit. That's awesome because that's the guy who made Ninja Turtles.
so. Do you know Chetty Pot, right?
Yes.
Yep. You know what's funny? That day, his mother-in-law was out there in the parking lot smoking that, or while we were smoking that huge Cheech and Chong fucking joint, and she was there and saw that shit. She was like, "Man, that's just amazing."
Yeah. He
Shout
also
out to Chetty Pot's mother-in-law.
the guy
Yeah.
that made the ooze. He also made those Dark Lotus like staffs. I ended up buying one of those. I ended up taking the Lotus Cross off the staff and actually hanging it on my wall because it looked so good.
It's not the same ones that made those lamps, right? The no, that was Gramps with lamps.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to them too. They do dope work.
But yeah, just go to Astronomicon. They're usually always there, man. They
Fuck yeah. That's where I met Joe. First time I was hanging out with one of the Michael Myers was my boy, and Joe was like, "You mind if we get a picture?" I'm like, "Please do."
Yep. Yep, that's what I do when I'm there. Anybody that's dressed up, cool. Let me get a snap of you real quick.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So camp. We're talking last year's camp.
Yeah.
It was an honor to let you step in front of me several times to get better pictures.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
Every time I was like, man, give the man his space because he's doing a job here. So I would always
try not to be rude because I am a big guy. I'm tall. I don't want to be in people's way because people there spent their hard-earned money to be in there. They don't want to see the back of some guy's head. So I try to be as courteous as I possibly can. And
But you've mastered the drive by, the run by fucking snap. I've seen you run by, like grab that shit.
Yep.
With that, the stage was easily kind of accessible with as many people there as there was. Like I can move without there being no photo pit. I was able to move from the left side of the stage to the right side of the stage without too much trouble. It wasn't that there was a pit going on, but I was brought up in the pit shooting metal music, so I know how to handle a pit and a camera at the same time. So it wasn't that bad, So I got some good shots out of there. I just couldn't.
And the best thing of having a promotional photography, get up is people know who you are, what you're doing, give you space. It's like Cherry Bomb. You down with Cherry Bomb, right?
It really is because I don't want to be forceful in any way, and like I said, I don't want to ruin anybody's time. So because there's been instances where I'm at shows and I'm taking photos and some lady like, hey, I can't really see. Could you possibly move? Absolutely. Let me get the fuck out of your way. I am so sorry for, blocking your
Anyone
show.
that knows you knows you're the fucking most genuine, thoughtful dude there is. You're the gentle giant, brother. It's like
he's like the Big Show. He's really big and scary, but he's not.
But he'll still take them bumps.
Yeah.
All day.
And choke slamming ass if need be. He's also as security for the FUNTIME guys. I've seen it.
Hey, when the presence is enough. You don't gotta yell.
Exactly. That's pretty fucking.
Have a fun time. Everybody just be nice, be cordial with each other.
You go to a lot of their shows. Are you like the premier guy that goes with them, like to their shows? To like,
usually, rumor has it he's put on 2 of their best shows.
Well, I know he does.
My homies, man, I love them to death, and anytime they need any help, they hit me up, and I got them. If I can make it there, they try to get me at all their shows, but I'm a single father, 4 kids, I'm got to take care of them. But if I can,
I feel that, brother. Zool dads unite.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. But yeah, they're just my brothers. I love them to death, man. I'll do anything for them. If they need help, all they know, they just hit me up. Hey, can you do this? Can we make this happen? And we all work very well together. Like even at Super Show, they were getting each of them were getting frustrated in their own ways for certain things. And I'm like, hey, chill out. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to have a good time. Chill the fuck out. Let it go.
I noticed I couldn't find them both together. I noticed that night. I was like, man, I cannot find these guys together. Like, where's Legs? There's Whip. Whip's got some chick. Where's Legs? And then it's like finally Legs comes out right before they're about to go on, and I'm like, hey, will you sign this for Gooblo because he couldn't make it? Fake Legs. He's like, signs it, and he just didn't look like he was like, yeah, that. He just seemed like I don't know. He was just
trying to get food. He was just trying to get food.
Oh, I get you.
Just
Being hungry can
food, got hung up getting food, It's one of them instances where, all right, I'll be back in 15 minutes, and then you go get your shit, and then a bunch of shit fucking happens, and your 15 minutes turns into a half hour, and everybody starts freaking out. But it was all good. We got it all handled and taken care of. Plus,
Yep, I went to the sound booth to get Joe Christie to sign it. I remember walking back there to get it. Dude, that was a great show. I mean, the FUNTIME guy set was probably one of the best I'd ever seen.
Yeah, they done a really good job. Everybody done a good job. Everybody that performed, from the very first artist to the last, all did a great job. And everybody that I hear from that went to the show, they all have the same. It was a great time. They all had the best time in the world, and that means a lot to me. Like, that's a successful show.
God, I smoked so many dab pens from people in my own that I felt like I was floating above the crowd. It was crazy.
I must say, this thing really does mean a lot to me.
That's the only thing that really bothers me, because it was really cold. Because it's really cool to like go outside and hang out, amongst the other people in the neighborhood and shit like that. Go around to the bar, do shit with them. It's a nice little spot to fuck with, but it was just cold that day. Fucked up everything.
Yeah.
I think it fucking snowed.
I think it did too. It was fucking cold though. S'mores would be good. I like s'mores. Huh? A little bit, yeah.
I got a fancy glow in the dark baby doll head for the show. Look at that thing.
That's creepy. I don't like the way it's looking at me, Fake Legs.
Oh, it's licking its lips when you're not looking, bub.
I don't looking at me over there.
So, Joe, when's the very first time that you got to the LLE scene? Were you there from the beginning?
No, I wasn't there from the beginning. I came in before Lee joined. Like, it was right before Lee joined. I actually met Lee first. I actually knew of Knox.
Right. Yep. Me too.
I met him at a I think it was a Lex show, and what impressed me the most about him was it was either like the day before Thanksgiving, or maybe it may have been on Thanksgiving. It was a weird day. Like, there was a big holiday going on, and just everybody was gone. Everybody at home with their families and shit. But we got this show, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll be there. I walked in. There was literally nobody there. No promoter, nobody running the fucking building. Sounding like nothing. Nobody was there besides the photographer. And I look over there, and there's, Knox. And he's there, merch booth up, everything ready to go. And I'm like, damn. And it just impressed me. And then I went over there and introduced myself, started talking to him. Been kicking it ever since.
And he's had that drive since day one. You can see it. Even with no one there, he's like, I'm still going to be something. Motherfucker, you.
He was right there waiting for the fans to show up. Literally, just waiting there for the fans to show up.
And that's what that frustrates me with people. When they give up, like, oh, there's not 1,000 people here. Like, there may not be. But do it for the fucking 5 that are there, and they will tell their friends. And then there will be 50 and 100 and more. And they proved it.
And I ran into Billy and Joe at like a Strictly for the Wicked. Lee was with them. He wasn't like an active part of the group yet, but he was like part of the group, you know what I mean? So, and that's when they all let me know, hey, yeah, he's joining the group. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking great. You guys are going to sound even better. You guys are already good as it is, but just add his, cadence and shit to it all. It's going to be fucking fantastic.
Was this
Go ahead.
We, after we talked and bullshitted, they got ready for the show. After their set, we went to like the back of the venue, and done like a little photo shoot. They love the way the photos turned out, and I've been working with them ever since.
You do good work.
On time before fucking the Almighty came out.
This was around Necro era. It was
Yeah.
before Necro came out. Necro was almost about to be released, because I remember talking to them like, "Is Lee on this release?" And they're like, "No, he didn't make it for this release, but he'll be on the next one," which would have been the Almighty.
Fuck yeah.
I need to listen more of the Almighty because I hear how people always talk about it's like one of their greatest albums. But for me, my number one favorite is the first one I heard when I discovered them, and that was the Mausoleum album.
Yep, the Almighty's my favorite, hands down. My favorite album from them. I love all their music. Like, all their music's good, but the Almighty, I don't know, just I like it.
Like,
better.
we can't bump Mausoleum enough in our car, man. Every road trip we take, even the wifey's like, "Let's put on the Mausoleum," because it's got every song on it. It was like a hit, dude. It's like you just roll right through them. They either play one of them live or there's a video out for it. So it's like, I don't know. I heard a lot of it, so it's real catchy when I put it in. I'm just like blown away by the end of it. Like, man,
the first Necronomica, the first Necro is pretty good too, though.
I like that too. That song with Head PE's Jared from Head PE, I was like, really, I thought that was genius.
And Bones Dub, shout out to AMV. Yeah, so, what's your very first in the pit promotion or photography? You know, what sparked it? What made you want to do that? Obviously, you're in the mosh pit and you're a big dude and you can handle your own and hold your camera and not get knocked down. But like, what's the very first show when did you have a cell phone?
I started doing this photography thing with a group called the Network 317. They're a local music promotion here in Indianapolis. I actually started with them with writing. I was doing album reviews, and I've done a few album reviews for Ross Gonzalez, Taco. He loved the way I wrote, and he was like, "I want to get you into like concerts and see how you can do, interviews." And the thing about Taco was, he was trying to get me to break. He was waiting for me to like fangirl real fucking bad, like thinking I was just going to lose my shit and then not know how to do an interview. And I think the very first concert I covered was Mayhem Fest 2012. And I think Motorhead was there, Slayer, all kinds of huge fucking.
Five Finger Death Punch, I do believe.
Slipknot was there. No, Five Fingers wasn't there. Slipknot was there. It was a big fucking show. And I'd done interviews all day, and he just kept putting me in front of bands, and I nailed them all, and he was just really impressed. And ever since then, he just kept throwing me shows, like, because there's a lot of shows going on. Not one person can cover every event, and then even if they could, it'd be fucking tiresome. We're all, people and got families and jobs and shit like that. So, fuck, man, another damn show. I don't want to fucking do this shit, So,
see, that makes me think of another question. Have you ever thought branching out your in the pit promotions, like get multiple?
I've got a few people that I work with that. Like, photography wise, there's 3 photographers that if I can't cover a show myself and they want my coverage there, if I can't make it, Paul from Mixer
didn't happen. Shout out to the homies. Fast King.
Paul has saved my ass on a few shows. Like,
he's pretty good, bro. I asked him.
Paul's a phenomenal photographer. Phenomenal. Yellow Wolf was in Indianapolis. I put in for the show. You guys do photography, yada, yada, yada. Didn't hear anything back. Didn't hear nothing back. All right, just figured, they don't need anything. Cool. I'm tucking my kids in for bed, and his people contacted me like, "Oh yeah, we'd love to have you here to cover, his set. He hit stage in about 30 minutes." I'm like, "Fuck, 30 minutes? I'm in fucking PJ dad mode. Like, fuck, looks like it's not fucking happening." I was pissed because I wanted to fucking cover that show, but how y'all gonna hit me up 30 minutes before he fucking goes on set? Like, Come on.
Right.
So I just chalked it up as a loss, you know, and I told Paul, you know, if I get that show, I'll let you shoot it. Didn't hear shit. And I didn't send Paul a message. Like, if I told Paul, if I hear anything back from them cats, I'll let you know.
Right.
Didn't hear anything back. And then probably around 11 o'clock, Paul hits me up. He goes, hey, man, I was taking some photos on the side of the stage and somebody said something to me. It wasn't a big deal or anything, and I didn't get in any trouble, but I just wanted to let you know, I was on the side of the stage taking photos and somebody did say something to me about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He was like, the show. I'm like, what show are you talking about? He's like, the Yellow Wolf show. I'm like, you got photos of that show? He was like, yeah, it was good to go. I was like, no, it wasn't good to go. It wasn't good to go until a half hour before he got on stage. You traveled damn near all the way from Kentucky to Indianapolis, and he just done it. And I was just blown away that he was there and got great photos, killer shit. He done a great job. And if it wasn't for Paul, I wouldn't have had that coverage.
Dude,
ever since then, I was like, Paul, I'll fuck with you. Any show you want to, you let me know, and I'll try to get it in.
That's dope.
That photographer I work with, Tommy Williams. I think he goes by Zombie Tom on his social media handles. He does phenomenal work. He does more of heavy metal acts. He doesn't really fuck around with hip hop too much, but he would if he had the opportunity. So
that's what's cool. You guys got your own genre. Like, hey, divide and conquer.
And he does a lot of stuff. I'm in Indianapolis. He's more in the, I guess, Kokomo, Fort Wayne area, further north, in Indiana. So it's cool. Like, if I can't get anywhere with a show up there, he's like, hey, that's my boy, put him on the guest list. And I'm like, dope. Thanks, Tommy. My guy.
Dude, Jay Weasel went and saw fucking Offspring, man. I am jelly as fuck. I'd love to see the Offspring.
I saw some of his pictures, man. It was really cool to see them guys up there still doing it after all these years, because they were kind of like a joke band, haha, kind of, but they've been killing it ever since,
They're kind of fly for a white guy, though.
Yeah.
That's the song, right?
I knew one of you two was gonna fucking say it.
3 records, the self-titled, Ignition, and fucking Smash. Those were all like, legitimate punk albums in my opinion. Well, at least skate punk wise.
Way better than fucking was it who's Jeremy McGrath or whatever that guy's name is?
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray, yeah, fuck that guy. I almost said
Offspring's name.
Then I would have to kill myself.
Man. Let's give that band more respect. Come on now.
Offspring. Right. No, he went to a local college in my town and he raped some girl, bro. Fuck Jeremy McGrath. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck.
It was in the news, and then all of a sudden they like covered it up. Like, yeah, well, you got a lot of money, you can cover that shit up.
Yeah, it happens all the time. If you got money, things will go away.
Right. Not bootlegs herpes. Pow! Bam!
Once you go positive, you stay positive.
But you can give me a bunch of money and I will give you false promises.
Yep. Don't send money to my PayPal.
So what's your next show there for In the Pit promotions?
Coming to camp, I'm sure.
Hey, we got 20 days. He's a busy man. He could be somewhere tomorrow. You don't know.
Yeah, I think camp is the next one. And then after camp, I'm going to kind of open it up for photo shoots and stuff like that. Because I've had a few people contact me wanting to do photo shoots. And
one thing I'd like to see is
outside stuff. So the weather really sucks here in Indiana. This week has actually been pretty nice, but I've been just pretty much holding off on everything until after camp.
There's 2 things I want to see for Astro 6. In the Pit photography and professional wigs. Why the fuck can't they get a professional wig for anyone? Mick Foley looked like shit. Fucking Bill Moseley looked like shit. Like, come on. You got all these special effects. You can't get a real wig?
Get Tom Martino to make them.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Or just get some hair plugs just for the day. Uncle Jesse style. So
That's
who's
what
the
you're
most
upset
famous
about is the
person that
wigs.
you've ever?
That's your only beef with Astro is the wigs that people wear.
Fuck yeah, I love Astro, bro.
I think we'll take that. We'll take that.
I love Astro.
I had the
I've
best.
heard,
I went.
I've heard some of the. I've went to so many gatherings, like probably like 15, 14 gatherings, and I've went to 4 Astros. I haven't had nearly as much problem, beef, dirty scumbags, or any of that around. And I love the gathering. It's not about the juggalos. It's about how big it got, how stupid it got. You know what I mean? Like you say, fuck the march. I was so scared to paint my face or wear any kind of juggalo shit when I went there because I was like, we're all gonna go to prison. It's gonna be nuts.
I
But
didn't
it
like
was
it
only
at March.
3 hours
From the
from
get
me.
go, I thought it was. I just didn't like it. Like,
Well, to me, they for real put a whole entire ICP set on at the foot of the Lincoln Memorial, and then they all the cops said, if any of you motherfuckers throw shit into the looking pond, we're shutting it down.
oh, I bet.
Not one bottle was in that water. Not one. Nobody disrespected it. It's
Good. Good.
like I was proud to like, you know what? They didn't fuck it up. Not that it was like for the best cause, because Jay's like, I want to get a publicity stunt going, but it's like I went because I wanted to be a publicity stunt. Like, I want to be in spin, and I did. I got interviewed on Fox News. I'm like, fuck yeah, I won.
The only good I
But
see come from that march was Juggalos got an opportunity to do Juggalo shit in DC. That was legit.
have you ever seen the interview that I did on Fox News?
I don't think so. Oh, I think I have seen a clip of it. Yeah.
Because if you watch it, I told him, he's like, what do you expect to see out of this? And I said, I think it will go on deaf ears. But we did prove that a bunch of fucking juggalo, lower bottom people came to DC and didn't disrespect shit. No one got arrested. Not one person got arrested.
Well, congratulations on Juggalos acting like civilized human beings.
Right,
Good job.
bro. They marched. They marched a line of veterans right by us because they thought we were Antifa. Right? I swear to God. Even the reporters, they had all these cameras set up. You know what they did? They shook their hands and said, "Thank you for your service, sir." About 100 of them went by. And then these Antifa people came over and started causing problems. And I don't know if you know Rip City Riders, but there's this big dude. If you look at the pictures online, he had like a baseball jersey with red and white Hatchet Man all over it. Giant dude. He's like 6'8". He took this dude by the shoulder and walked him off. He's like, we're not causing these problems here, or I will fuck you up. And all them people left, bro. Because they were trying, man. They had snipers on the roofs. It was wild, bro.
Yeah, it's DC.
Bro. So
I just
I
thought
never
it
been to
was.
DC other than that.
Yeah, I just didn't.
No, I don't agree with what it was, but I got to meet Little Easy E for free. I got a whole entire ICP concert for free. I was on Fox News for free. And we didn't go to jail. And we made a good name for the Juggalos for free.
And I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you got cool stories to tell from it too.
You would have had better pictures.
Yeah, they got some good photographers on that camp. So,
Well, kinda. Those dudes were kind of fucking like from Juggalo News. I forget what one dude's name was, but he didn't get like. I was like, bro, I could tell you how to get better angles. Come on.
Yeah,
Bootleg.
she could
Spit some fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's get to brass tacks here. Is there going to be a whole lot of cocaine backstage?
at camp,
Probably not there. Maybe like fucking Bobby Brown's backstage.
I don't know. I'm just
I don't know
fucking
anything about that.
I'm just fucking with you. That's just how we roll around here. We just fuck with you, man. Hey, I just want to know.
Get me on video saying shit. Diamond out nobody. No idea what you're talking about, man.
He's like, man, I know.
There'll be a whole lot of propane. They cooking hot dogs, motherfucker.
Right.
Nick Pizza is bringing a grill for sure to use at day 0 if they'll let them do it. I mean, I'm gonna chip in on the meat.
Well, I know
I'm
they
gonna bring one of them
got
blowtorches.
serve food, so maybe out in the parking lot or before shit. I don't know. It is camping though. Some motherfuckers, yeah, they should be able to have their fucking food. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got to be able to eat at your campsite.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's probably
So-
a website or an email you can probably send that question to, but I don't know it. I'm not.
That's
I just take photos.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I'm back.
We will take a photo of you being thrown out for doing the wrong things, boy.
They got to catch me first.
I would like to be there on day 0, but I'll probably end up working right up to the day before I leave. So it's been busy for
Like
me.
as soon as like Sunday's over with, I gotta like jet home, get back to the kids type shit. So yeah, as soon as like it's over,
Job?
I'm moving.
Do you have a regular job besides just photography, or you do that full time now?
Sorta. It's I don't have like a regular job. The photography has kept me afloat, but I'm kind of waiting for my youngest to get in school so I can go back to full 9 to 5 because COVID really fucked all that up real bad. And then ever since then, man, just taking care of the house, handling shit, hustling, doing these photography, hustling merch. It kept me afloat. So yeah, just waiting for the little one to go to school, and then I can go out there and grab me a little 9 to 5, get a little extra money in my pockets.
I know that's all of us have to have that like stability on top of what we're already doing. Like me and Fake Legs don't get paid to do this. We do it because we love to do it, and that's what it's all about.
I don't love to do it. You make me do it.
Don't get on that again.
The photography's hit and miss because it's not like, yeah, I get booked, but it's not like an everyday thing. You know what I mean? So I get booked, but not as much as I would like to pay the bills, I guess you could say. But
Especially when you look back and like, oh shit like COVID could fuck my whole shit up.
yeah, it was just wild because that's why I ended up having to quit the job that I was at because I was with that company for almost 8 years. And I just had to walk away from them just because COVID and schools were shutting down and e-learning at home. And like,
Right.
it just became too much. Like, it was just so stressful. And, I saved money back because when this COVID shit first like went down, like everything I had, I just pulled out and just kept underneath my pocket, underneath my ass because I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Nobody really did. But I saw
Right.
shit on the news and it scared shit out of me. So every little bit of money I had, I just pretty much grabbed it and just stood on top of it just in case anything fucked up happened, which it did.
And that's the dad in you. You're like, fuck yeah, I got my people first.
Yeah, like, because I didn't, work was talking about cutting hours and cutting pay and doing this and doing that. It scared shit out of me. Like, I was like, oh no, I can't be doing this. So everything I had going on, and then I ended up selling my audio collection. That pulled in some money, sat on that shit, just pretty much paid bills and watched the shit unravel. So, but I'm to a point now to where, like I said, the youngest one's about to go to school. I'm ready to get back out there in the workforce, got 9 to 5, do some shit there, make a little. I have no idea when my next photo shoot is. I got camp, but hopefully something happens in between there. If it doesn't, I don't know. I don't like the uncertainty. I want to go somewhere, work 8 hours, and know I'm gonna have a fucking paycheck regardless
Right.
of what happens.
If an artist at camp wants their set covered by really well, could they be able to get a hold of you and propose like, hey, I would like to pay you to come and record, like not record, but photograph my set really well.
Absolutely. Now, see, I usually take a few photos of everybody there. That's kind of like what I worked out with LLE is I'm there to document the thing. Now, if an artist wants more photos of their set other than, the 3, 4 that I take of their set, then yeah, let me know what you need and we'll make it happen. Because I take thousands of photos. I'm not going to edit each and every one of your photos from your set. I'm gonna edit 2, 3, 4, move on to the next one.
Right. How many cameras do you have? Just one. Nice.
Damn. When you see Joe Christie with the camera at camp,
yeah, back the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying another one. I've been doing a lot of reading on, where the camera market is going with the technology and everything, and I'm wanting to get another one.
When I looked up who to go for cameras, I looked you up, man. It's like your shit's quality. And then when I seen Paul's, I was like, did he use their picture or did he do his own? Like, fuck, dude, that's what I mean. If you guys had like a team like TMZ, like the underground TMZ, it would be dope.
No. We're just fans with cameras, bro. That's all we are. Just fans with cameras, man. And Paul, I saw him coming into it, saw his work. He was rough, but he was good. He had an eye for it. He's getting better and better. It really relies in the editing process as well, because you can take great photos, but if you don't know how to edit the photos, they're going to look like shit. So
right.
And there's a lot of times I take photos and like the backlighting is too bright. Like if you don't know how to work that shit, you're just going to have a bunch of blurry photos. And
right. So let it be known, folks. Filters just ain't for Snapchats. It's for making good photos.
One of my photos that I see, I individually edit each and every photo. I don't have any. There's preset options over here that I could use, but not every preset option is going to work with every photo, So right. I literally edit each and every photo that gets put out there. There's not one photo that is edited the same.
Photo with each filter to get which one you want to use for each light effect. And that would take too much time.
I could put line it up to where I want this photo, all these photos to get this filter or whatever the fuck. It might look good on one or two, but it doesn't really work out on the other ones, so it's kind of pointless and it's lazy. So
I've only had experience doing a lot of editing work with Photoshop shit, on my phone, but like people dig what I do sometimes because I try to be funny. I post a lot of shit in FUNTIME Gang page. I try to make people fucking laugh. That's my sole purpose of trying to do this. Look at us. You said you're just a couple fans with cameras. We're just a couple fans with masks that look up to the trashiest rappers.
That's how it starts out.
Yep. And we were like, let's be different than everybody else.
We'll be the ultimate out, man. I didn't get a lot of love. Not a lot of people were eager to show me the ropes or anything. I have one motherfucking dude, and that was Frost. That was Taco. He was the only one willing to, help me out, help me further myself in this shit. I legit. There was one photographer. I don't know who he was. I can't even remember the show that we was at. But I had this itty bitty old dink point and shoot camera. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. He had this big ass camera, all these different lenses and shit. And I'm like, damn, that dude knows what the fuck he's doing. Hey, man, it's in between bands, everybody's just talking. And I was like, hey, man, what kind of camera is that? He looks at me, looks down at my camera, looks at me again, and just turns his back to me. And I'm just like, man. I can't believe he fucking, and it made me feel like shit. And right then and there, I promised myself I'll never treat anybody like that ever. Like I'm too good to talk to somebody. Would never do it to anybody. Just because of that guy right there. Because the way he made me feel, I ain't never gonna make anybody feel like that.
Well, that's good for you, man, because goddamn it, I'm gonna say it right now that I feel like when people are dicks to people right off the bat, just to show their, flex their muscles or whatever the fucking any kind of, what am I trying to say? Like job or whatever. No matter what your profession is, that's what it is. Profession. It's better to be somebody that understands and takes the time to teach and show than just expect things to be the right way and get mad when it don't. It's
Yeah, I get people hitting me up all the time for photography questions, asking about cameras and this, that, and the other. I'm not the most skilled. I don't know certain terminology and shit, but I know what I know. And if what I know can help you out, getting your shit going on, awesome. I'll help anybody out best way I possibly can. So,
About you, like,
What's that?
he's not going to answer questions. He's supposed to be reading a book,
I can't read at all. I only look at pictures.
If you can't read, then how are you supposed to?
I make my kids do it.
So you
Get
can't.
over here. I'm a really good guesser, bootleg. Jesus Christ.
Well,
So who's your favorite band ever?
that's
Joe?
good.
that's a tough one.
Pantera.
Or who would you want to, take photos of the most? Like your number one. If you could be front row in the pit for the your favorite ever.
I think
Dead or alive? Dead or alive?
Yeah, dead or alive. Hell yeah.
Dead or alive?
Then Pantera.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought
I'd say Pantera.
Have you
I
ever seen Pantera live?
No, I had one opportunity. I don't have many regrets in life, but this is one of them right here. Pantera and White Zombie was coming through Indiana. A friend of mine had tickets, had an extra one, wanted to take me. Like, you want to go? I'm like, man, I'd love to go, but I got a basketball game. I got to be there for my team. I gotta play basketball, and I missed it. And now here I am, full grown ass man. Fuck that game. Fuck my teammates. I should have went and saw fucking Pantera. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
We
You're
lost
right.
anyway. I didn't fucking play. I should have fucking went and saw fucking Pantera
and White Zombie.
and White Zombie. So kids, if you're listening, fuck your team. Go fucking watch fucking Pantera and White Zombie.
Yeah. God
Fuck
damn it. I saw Nine Inch Nails with Perfect Circle in Chicago right after he came out with the Fragile album.
Me
But I'll
too.
tell
I
you,
seen him in Syracuse that same tour.
I wish I would have seen.
Photography shit, man. I've been able to meet a lot of my idols. You know, there's very few that I haven't been able to at least meet, photograph, anything like that. Like, honestly, I'm a juggalo at heart. ICP, Twisted, that was my shit for the longest fucking time. Like, that's all I would listen to for however long. But to be able to work with them in the capacities that I have, like, that's a big fucking bucket list item to me, you know? But, and hell, even like legends like Ozzy, I've got to meet Ozzy once, you know, and that was really dope to see him. So, I don't know. If I had to pick somebody right now that I really want to take photos of and I have it, I would probably say Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin.
Wow. Would it obscure? I would never guess.
I
I've
would have
seen
never
them live,
guessed either.
I think once. I love Breaking Benjamin. I think every one of their albums is fucking absolutely fantastic. I have never actually taken concert photos of them.
I've never heard anybody say that, but I can see they are a very consistent band.
I listen to a wide variety of music. Like, it's not just this rap underground shit. I listen to all types of shit. Believe it or not, I love Justin Bieber. The shit that he's doing now, killing it, the game right now.
Some. I love some of all music. Not all, I couldn't.
Oh, I'm not going to sit here and listen to every fucking Justin Bieber song either, but the shit that I hear from him on the radio, it's fucking
You
fire.
gotta respect the kid's hustle, though. That kid hustled, bro. If you ever watch the documentaries, he didn't let it, you can't knock that dude's hustle. It's not like he just stepped into it like, here I am, give me money.
Yeah.
He worked since he was like 6.
Oh, yeah. And see, it seems like his little teeny bopper shit, of course, nobody really cares about that. But as him, as a grown man making music, he's a talented motherfucker, man. He really is.
Anyone that can make music better than me, which is everyone, I respect. So it's like, fuck, man. If you went out and made a fucking song and put it on a CD, I respect that because I don't dare.
I know that take photos at like a huge show with a huge artist. Like, a Drake or hell, like Metallica or something like that. Like somebody that is just a megastar, you know, that sells out arenas. I would just like to do that just for the experience. Like when Mariah Carey came through, I'm like, bet I want to take photos of Mariah Carey. Now, when I put my shit in, they're like, nah, we're good. We don't need your help. But it was still,
Hey,
you know, I was like,
you
I'll
still
do
throw
it.
your hat in the fucking circle. Fuck it, man. If you don't try, you never will. So,
Well, the worst they're going to say is no, you know, what the fuck? Yeah, I'll put my shit out there. It was right before COVID happened. I was in talks with Ron White about doing photos of his like little comedy thing coming up. And I'm like, fuck man, I'd love to do it. And I'm in talks with his people and they're like, yeah, come on through. COVID happened real bad. Like it's all over the news. And then his people were like,
so,
you know
so
what?
when you
We're
do
not
that, do you send them like a portfolio? Like, this is my previous shots?
Yep. It depends on, you know, what venue I'm working with. Cause I know there's a few venues here when they have people come through, I give them my portfolio. Like, hey, if they need photo work, I'm your dude. And they'll show it to the, you know, hey, you need photography. This is, you know, one of the photographers we have, and then they approve me or not approve me. Like I think Black Label Society didn't approve me one time just because they just didn't want any photographers in the building. You know, they just didn't want it. So
Yeah, some of them people make
cool.
you
I
lock
ain't
your
tripping on it. I'm
phone.
not mad or anything like that. If I don't get approved for anything, I'm not like, oh fuck them guys. I hate them. But it's the name of the game, you know.
So would it be different if you got a gig where you had to lock your phones in a bag like Dave Chappelle, and then get so those so I guess I'm asking, is there like a photographer that you look up to? You know, like a certain one that you know that made you like, yeah, I want to be like this guy.
Not really. Not
No?
really, because honestly, man, I'm just like I said, a fan with a camera. I didn't study photography. I didn't really look into other photographers' work or anything. I just literally got in there, started taking photos and editing, and just trying to create my own style.
Are
Now,
there other famous photographers?
do what?
Are there other like famous photographers? You know, like
Yeah, there's
the
all types of famous
exclusive
photographers I
photographer
can say,
of
but
X Band?
say it again.
Is there like exclusive photographers for X Band, Metallica? Because I know like
Oh, I'm sure there are. You like, there's certain people like I don't know. Maybe this can answer. Like I said, my terminology, I'm not the greatest at it, but maybe I can explain it better this way. I love sports. I want to get into sports photography as well. The local teams here, Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Pacers, I have sent their marketing team, you know, emails like, hey, I'd love to do photos for you guys. You know, you guys can use them however you'd like to. If you guys are unsure about me, just give me a practice or a preseason game. Like, I'd really like this opportunity to do this. And they said it has nothing to do with my photos. You do great work, but we can't approve you for any media unless you're ESPN 1070, which is a radio station, and Indy Star, which is, you know, the newspaper. So he said, if
right,
you're not with any of them groups, you know, we can't approve you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, thank you for taking the time out and letting me know that shit. But yeah, certain people have their certain, you know, like let's say LLE, for instance, say they book me for a show, you know, and then they got other photographers like, hey, I want to do this and do that. You know, can we work this out? I've already kind of worked this out with this guy right here. So maybe
right,
next time type shit, you know, and that's probably why, you know, I get told no on certain occasions, you know, hey, you know, love your shit, love your work. Maybe for another time, we've already got it handled. Now, that's like Metallica. I'm sure they got some big rock star fucking camera
right.
guy in there who's got a fucking camera lens the size of this fucking cup type shit, you know. But I'm just not there. I'm
So
just,
size matters in cameras, huh?
yeah, yeah. There's some on there.
Told you, bootleg, motherfucker.
I saw a 5 and a couple zeros. Like, they're there.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
He's talking about a
I
couple
just
of
play
zeros.
with it a little bit. Now I'm looking at it. My God, that doesn't look good. Let me do this. Okay, that looks better. You're doing good. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm constantly adjusting my settings. Constantly.
There you go. Yep.
So
Always.
speaking of Metallica, you think that bootleg or Eight Legs is really Pusshead who makes their shirts?
No.
The artists are very similar.
No.
Fuck Pusshead.
I don't know who that guy is.
He's the one that made all like the Ride the Lightning, the covers. He was their original shirt graphic designer. His name was Pusshead. Not to be confused with Pusshead.
That's old school. You're talking like old 80s.
I don't think Legs was born.
His legs weren't born yet.
He was born. I know Whip was born in 88.
I'm horrible with ages and birthdays and shit. I'll leave it up to Facebook to tell me that shit.
And their birthdays are like in the same month or something like that, ain't it?
I just said I don't fucking know.
That's
Quit asking me about their fucking birthdays. Goddamn.
I think they're immortal.
Yes.
I do believe that Whip and Eight Legs are like Adam and Eve.
No.
They made us all.
No. Whip told me
I'm not co-signing on that. I'm not co-signing on that. No.
Whip says they're like the Fox and the Hound.
It's true.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
Who's the fox? Who's the hound?
What was the I know there was a Todd. Who was Todd? Was Todd the hound or was he the fox?
The fox would be Whipstick, for sure.
I'm talking about Disney shit. Y'all still talking about those idiots.
Leave them out of this bootleg, you bastard.
I'm saying the hound would be Eight Legs and Whipstick would be the fox. That's what I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. That's who. If it was Bambi, Eight Legs would be Bambi and Thumper would be
Who's Whipstick. Todd? Who is Todd?
I think his name is Todd.
His name is Todd. I don't know which one it is. It's either the fox or the hound. One of them's name is Todd. I can't remember.
Come on, viewers. We got three people in here. Someone Google that shit.
Done seen it before. They know what we're talking about. Fucking Steve Dawes.
It's bothering me. I figured one of you guys would know, but you don't. I'm surprised.
I'm not allowed to watch it. I'm scared.
God damn it, I ain't watched Disney movies in a long time. It's been a while.
Do you think Disney will ever make an old school animated movie like that ever again?
No.
They should.
They should.
Lion King or something like that.
No, like an original. Like make it just like the old school. Because you should still have the old knowledge to make one of those. And if they did that now, it'd be a fucking... like people would be like, oh my God!
I heard Disney movies are racist, though.
Most of them are. Either racist, like pedophile shit, or fucking... That's what money does to you, man. It's like, that's why we're all poor, because they're like, nope, we're not going to do that to good people.
I was a kid, though, but then now that they like kind of pointed out now, I'm like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
Because we weren't fucked up as a kid. We're not looking for it.
Like, you know, like the Cowboys and Indian, like little Indians on like Peter Pan and shit, like they over exaggerated their features and shit. I'm like, damn, yeah, it's kind of.
Chris Elton says Todd is the fox.
Stabby got it.
There we go. Todd is the fox.
And the hound.
You heard it here live on the Fake Legs Friends. Todd is the fox.
Todd is the fox. Cooper is the hound.
There we go, Cooper.
Put it in your fucking notes, folks.
There you go.
Any more Disney trivia? Go. You got it right there. Disney trivia. Cooper and Todd, fox and hound.
I don't know why when I was watching Avatar in 3D, all of a sudden when they got to the part with the big tree, I felt like I was watching Fern Gully.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fern Gully's dope, bro.
Yeah, it is.
See, they need to make a new one for our kids so they can see what it's like. The only difference is just match their mouth with the words. We'll all be golden.
I don't know. Them old ones hold up pretty well to me.
Like, yeah, they did.
Shit, you know, like All Dogs Go to Heaven and shit like that. That shit holds up real well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Keep a good dog down. Yeah.
What was that one with all the bad, like those fucking evil? Was that no All dogs go to heaven with the bad dogs. Like,
Yeah, because
you're one of us.
like, yeah, that was. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Fucking Disney, fucking with our
I don't
heartstrings.
think All Dogs Go to Heaven was a Disney movie.
No, it
What?
wasn't.
I don't
No.
think it was.
Holy
Neither
shit!
Neither was The Secret in Them. And that movie was fucking fresh.
Wow.
Bam!
Learn
Now
more
you
shit.
know, people.
Disney trivia.
The Land Before Time wasn't Disney either.
No.
Well, I bet you it is
They
now.
made like 700 of those movies.
If we keep talking about it, we're going to be Disney with no pay.
Man, we would need to quit talking about Disney because they might fucking hit us with a copyright.
Right, they're going to fucking have us all killed tonight. Like, what'd you say? There'll be hitmen with Mickey Mouse masks, like, ha ha, motherfuckers.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Wow.
Just everybody knows I'm not going to commit erotic, what's it called? Erotic asphyxiation tonight. There is no way. I've never done it, and I won't do it tonight. So if I'm found in my closet in that position, I didn't do it to myself.
We're going to see this asshole with, like, Mickey Mouse undies with his fucking belt around his neck in his fucking closet.
I don't want him showing up at my house like, ha
ha! You fucked up, bootleg!
I'm gonna grind your bones into a whole lot of cocaine. Ha
So, Joe, are you being there, ground zero at Camp Duel 2?
Yeah, I'll be there.
We call ground zero Thursday, like early day.
Oh no, I have no idea. I don't think I will be. I think I'm gonna be there day one though, early day one.
Is the Mrs. Fran coming?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
She'll be dropping me off, and then she's probably gonna go find her something to eat, and then book a massage and do her thing.
Right.
So fake legs. Are you in an RV like you said?
I wanted to, but I'm gonna be in like a pup tent now, buddy. I'm fucking poor.
Yeah, we got.
If you want to snuggle, you can knock gently. We can talk about it.
I don't camp, and it's gonna be hot as a motherfucker.
I'm saying
my major concern is the Zooligans that are like, you know what? I'm gonna hang out until 2, 3 in the morning and then drive. I don't know if you guys drove last year, but it's like a smooth 30 minutes to a hotel. So
it's pretty close. I can't remember where we was at, but I didn't think it was that far of a drive. It wasn't too bad for us.
Well, if you got caught in that stupid traffic by that gas station, you could sit there for 10 minutes. It was fucking wacky. Yeah. But then, but what sucks is if the cops come, I don't want, the Zooligans get pulled over drunk, high, or whatever.
Yeah.
3 in the morning. Because I don't know how many gatherings people have been to, but they pinpoint that shit and they recognize the pattern. Like, you know what? They're all gonna leave after because they got the pamphlet too. They know when the shows are,
Yeah,
so they're like, I bet they're gonna leave.
Everybody's gonna have their D&D, or they're not gonna go anywhere. We got plenty of people there. There's plenty of family there. If somebody's drunk trying to walk off to their car, somebody's gonna say something.
Right?
Hey, I got a tent over here. Why don't you just
I'm a big proponent for that. Like, if you're my homie and you want to drive, me and you will fist fight first because we'll get over that fist fight. But if you go and die, we'll never talk again.
Like, don't drive. I'll
go in debt to give
and drink and have a good time here. And they're like, all right, I'm going home. I'm like, no, you ain't, man. He's like, well, I'm gonna go. I'm like, no, I just saw you stumble to get up. Why don't you eat some food, sit down, watch this game with me for a little bit. Sober up before you start heading out anywhere.
Sleep for a bit. Think about what the cops are gonna do. They're gonna wait for us. They want us to fuck up.
And plus, Uber's a lot cheaper than going to court and paying all them fines and shit like that. So just be smart, have fun, just be smart about it. Also,
that's what really last year.
Drink plenty of water. Water, H2O. You're gonna need that in your life.
Fuck yes. Water. That scared me last year. Like last year, it was like people are too cold. They're not going to get wasted and drive nowhere. Like, oh shit, I'm cold at 9 o'clock. I'm going home. This year, It's gonna be 2:00 till the show's over.
We partying this year. It's gonna be warm. People actually gonna be out there camping and shit like that. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be like the first year was awesome, but it was cold and rainy. This year it's gonna be even more awesome, but with nice weather. Like it's gonna be great. Everybody's
Right.
gonna have
So that's why I said, fuck it, man. I'm not even getting a hotel because I'm not wasting the money. Like, we're all family. Like, Fat's got a fucking portable shower. I'm just gonna go. He'll rub my back. I'll rub his. Big deal. You know, it's like, we'll do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Cut that out. Bootleg. Edit that out.
We're live, though.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, I can smoke this gas station sushi if I want to, man.
That's
I've
disgusting.
been good for it.
That's called hot rails, bro.
Well, no. That's speculation. I never done that before in my life. I'll try it at camp, though. That's what we're gonna be handling
You're
for.
drooling. So what's your favorite part of camp? Bootleg, you motherfucker?
Me?
Yeah, what are you expecting? What's your favorite part you're anticipating?
I'm expecting to see a whole lot of Zula gals with hardly anything on, maybe.
What? Possibly. But it's awfully dirty. This will be like Dusty Crotch City.
Well, I ain't gonna touch any of them. I'm just gonna be like, hey,
No, I'm not saying touch them. It's gonna be if they're not wearing anything and you're running across that dusty floor. That's bad news.
Maybe. But I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna be
Imagine
there.
what your taint's gonna look like. It's gonna look like a fucking used up snowball.
My wife's dropping me off going to a hotel, and I've got 3 days to just fucking deal with it. So I'll be staying with old fake legs as much as possible, probably.
I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna dress up as you. You won't even see me.
I'm worried about the bugs, though. That's my only fucking thing. I can deal with heat, but by God, the fucking mosquitoes are going to be landing on us like all the time.
This coming from a guy with crabs, you're worried about bugs. You got crabs and lice, and you're worried about bugs. Mad weird, bro.
He's a dickhead. He's a real dickhead. Fake dickhead.
Hey, I give you hugs every day. I got them too, I guess.
Oh, whatever. So you got any like a site that you need to promote or something like that? Whatever.
InThePitPhotography.com. Hit up Into Pit Photography on Facebook, Instagram. I don't think I do Twitter. I should probably do Twitter. Every time I do Twitter, I get banned because I usually just use Twitter to talk shit to celebrities.
One thing you should do is always secure them handles before it gets like Loki's deal, right?
Nah.
Someone patented his shit and then sued him for the records he made.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. So if you ever do that, you should every time I told Bootleg, I went through and I made I even made an AOL for Super Fandom Fake Time friends, so people can't fucking steal it on us down the road. Like you gotta pre-strike them motherfuckers. The haters will hate, even at a low level.
I hear that there's a going up about us too.
I hear there's a fake fucking Dustin Flines out there. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who that guy is.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. Whoever took that account over, they can go bite some balls and jump in a lake.
Yeah, good luck. Now he's going to see all my private messages with my ball sack. I love soccer balls, and I send him all the sacks of my soccer balls.
Well, I'm going to cut this up. I've got to go put some kids to bed and get them ready for school.
All right, brother. Hey, but don't forget, guys.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Mask at Zulmart.
We'll see you at camp.
You guys there.
Yes, sir. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Are they still up for sale?
Yes, sir. There's about 10 or 15 more. Or less.
Shit.
Even this ugly one.
That one's nice. What are you talking about? That was pretty dope. Put some glasses through it, can't you?
Smell.
Glasses through it?
Now you broke it.
Can you?
It's the equivalent of the old dried up dog shit in the backyard after the winter.
It is. It smells like dog shit.
You stink. You stink really bad.
Hey, where can you get these things?
We scared our guest off because you're talking about ball sacks. Anyway, you can get your Bad Touch Supply gloves, those right there. Go to Bad Touch Supply and put Whipstick's name in there. And that promo code, get 10% off. You need to do that. Get more than one pair. But buy them individually so you get a new package each time. So you might get a different note that will disgrace you as a person. They know how to insult you the right way.
Chris Elfin says you can still put your sunglasses in those new masks, but it's tricky.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a try.
I have a whole bunch of them. I might have to get me one. If there's 15 left, chill.
You can get these fancy flip-up glasses and rip the tops off, shove them in there, and they'll work just fine.
Yeah, you can shove them in your butt, too.
Woo! That sounds weird.
Yep.
Do I
I'm serious.
look like whip?
Scared off our guest because I think that you're talking too dirty, sir.
I have a whole entire ball sack of soccer balls. I wanted to bring on here and show you.
He's probably like, what some immature ass shit.
We gotta split one of them off.
I know it's kind of late, man. No, man. I mean, we love you, Joe Christie. Thanks for coming on. We understand. I've got kids to feed and put to bed as well. John's got the same situation at his house.
Who's fucking John?
Ours are sleeping.
Yeah, ours are sleeping. We're adults.
We're in a different time zone, damn it.
I beat him to sleep.
You beat him to sleep. Hey, don't say that. Then don't say stuff like that.
I'm talking about like drum beats.
Make him go to sleep by submission.
That sounds way better. Good job.
They go better else I'll beat their ass.
That's right.
We're wrestlers, damn it.
Because Mama Bear said so.
We love every one of you guys, and I don't think there's anything FUNTIMEGANG.com, but that's where you can pick up your FUNTIME Gang supplies. Pick up all sorts of good stuff over there, but be sure to get them at. If you go to camp and you say, hey, I wish I had me a mask, it's your own fault you didn't get one if you ain't got it yet. Get some money and get one. Yes, I know, Kitty. All right, I'm going to go because I got to go get some food.
And put the kids to sleep. Love y'all. Peace.
Hey, I hope the next pizza catches plenty of fish.
Ew, that sounds gross, bro. He's taking.
And poop.